Hey Controverse. All right, so I have a midweek read for you. I felt called to do this reading and it's really amazing. I got a new deck, so I was really excited to use that as well. So we're gonna get that debut today. But this is really a very interesting reading for the week, honestly. Yeah, let's just get into it. Let's just get into it. So first we had the Ten of Pentacles, okay? And I love the Ten of Pentacles because it shows the joy, it shows the happiness, it shows the groundedness. But for this reading and with the other cards, it's so interesting because it's like, you know, this is what a lot of people want, right? They want their blessings. They want to feel peace. They want to feel, you know, grounded. They want to feel stable. You know, they want to feel financially stable. They want to feel physically stable, meaning, you know, having a home, having a place to call their own, understanding where home is if you're trying to move or feeling the urge to move, but you don't know where, you don't know your place in the world, or asking questions around that, figuring out what your purpose is and understanding and knowing your purpose. So it just kind of ties so many things together, you know, and it's so beautiful. You know, if you are ready to get married, or you want to have a family, or you already have a family, what does that mean? You know, what does it mean to be in a village? What does it mean to, you know, take care of each other, and responsibility and all of these things, right? So it can be a lot. And as much as we may want those things, I'm hearing Spirit say that you can't ignore what's happening underneath, right? And this is where this reading gets really interesting, because then it's like, here we have the Ten of Pentacles, and I the way that I laid out this the cards, it's like the Ten of Pentacles is at the top, and underneath we have the Hermit card, the Nine of Swords, and the Moon, and Eight of Swords. I think that this is so interesting because it's like underneath it all, some people are feeling the pressure of, you know, having to like go, or trying to maintain this, right? Trying to maintain this, feeling that pressure. Maybe even needing some space and some time alone away from all of this. Because I look at this card, as beautiful as it is, it also seems chaotic. You see them children? Children are chaotic. You see that dog? Dogs are chaotic. They got shit flying in the air. It's a lot going on in this card. If we're being real. Maybe it's time for you to, you know, have some alone time, some me time, time to go within, time to meditate. Meditation seems very, very important here. You might need a quiet space right now so that you can think things through. We're getting this Nine of Swords as well. So it's like, yes, as amazing as it is, there's some things that are coming from underneath. There's a shadow side happening, and there's things that are trying to be revealed to you. Remember, we are still very much, you know, in retrograde. So, you know, Mercury is still in retrograde. So, you know, these things, this reflection and, you know, needing to go within and asking, you know, certain questions. It's like, allowing those things to come up is important versus hiding away. Okay, because even here we're getting the Eight of Swords, hiding away. So, you know, what is trying to come up? What's trying to be revealed to you, right? We have the Moon. What's trying to be revealed to you? What are you what are you not seeing? What are you trying to avoid? What parts of you are being triggered right now? You know, this has been a really interesting week, okay? I know I'm not the only one. Communication has been off. It's been difficult to communicate. It's been difficult. It's been challenging. Trying to find the words, maybe using your voice, you're expressing yourself, but you're not sure if it's still coming across, if you're still getting your point across. This feels very, there's other things that are coming up. Like there's other things that are coming up. But you can't avoid them. We're getting this 8 of Swords too. You can't avoid them. You have to see. That's why the Moon card is here as well. You have to see what is underneath it all. Pay attention. Pay attention. And I'm not saying, you need to go into some deep, dark place. You know what I'm saying? But it does feel like the shadow side of you has something to say or has something to communicate, and you might just want to give yourself some time to listen. I don't think it is anything that you can't handle. I think that you have the tools. I think you have the tools, and I remember us talking about this on Monday. I think that you have the tools to be reflective and to see the information and turn it into something else. Turn it into a different energy. Turn it into maybe something that might be more helpful to you right now. Have a lot on your mind already. This might be a really good time to journal. So if we're already going into the 4th quarter, so you might be finishing a journal. You might be finishing a journal. Needing a new journal, go get the new journal, please. Go get the new journal. You might need to be recording your dreams, paying attention to your dreams, paying attention to the messages in your dreams, certain themes in your dreams. This might give you some information about what's happening subconsciously. Okay, we're talking about underneath. We're talking about underneath it all. What is being revealed to you? What is it that you need to see? Are you in a relationship? Are you in a relationship? Are you in a connection? And are you all, listen. This is hard to maintain when it's not real. When this is not real, it's hard to maintain that. It's hard to maintain the facade. If you are in a relationship where, on the outside, everything looks really, really good, but on the inside, it's a fucking mess. It's a mess. It's lonely. It's cold. If you know that you're in a relationship like that, listen. Even a friendship, I'm hearing Spirit say, even a friendship, if you're in a friendship that's like that, where, it's like y'all go out and y'all like to take pictures together and shit, but y'all don't actually talk to each other. Y'all just sit there on y'all phones, or y'all just sit there and y'all don't, y'all are not talking about anything. And then when y'all go away, then there's nothing. And again, it's lonely. It's lonely. It's not a real friendship. It's not a real connection. But maybe this is somebody that you've been building with for a very long time. Y'all been friends for a really long time. You've been in this relationship for a really long time. I'm hearing Spirit say, instead of holding on to, I think this is going to be a really good deck for love. I think I might do some love card pulls later with this deck. I think that would be fun. Anywho, this actually has me excited too, because In February, I'm gonna be doing a couples new moon gathering, and I think this is gonna be dope. Anywho, all right, let's get it sidetracked. Anywho, yeah, so, you know, underneath it all, what is it? You know, again, when this could be whether you're in a relationship or whether you are, you know, in friendships where the connection is just not there, or, you know, the community, it just isn't there. Okay, and there's still some loneliness. I'm not saying that, you know, you gotta somebody, you know, we're not talking about codependency and all of that stuff, right? I'm not saying you need to be buddy all the time, but it is time to be honest about the relationships that you do have around you. They need to be genuine. They need to be sincere. You're going in a direction where you're going to need support. Any kind of support. Any kind of support, right? All of us, we all need support. You're going into a space where you're going to need certain people around you who are, you know, they're going to support you. They're going to love you. You know, when you ask for advice, they're going to give you good advice. They're going to encourage you, you know, when you might be doubtful with what the next steps are. Okay. Or, you know, we all get, you know, a little hesitant. It always feels good when your partner or one of your friends encourages you to know, yo, you got this, you know? So it's going to be important for you to have good people around you. Even when it comes to relationships here, it's like if you are feeling lonely, if you are not being satisfied in bed, if you are not being satisfied in bed, that's worth having a conversation over. That's worth having a conversation over. Okay, if you're, you know, feeling, if you need some sort of reassurance about something or some sort of clarity on something, talk about it. You might be dating somebody and you've been dating them for maybe 6 months, and, you know, maybe in the past you've been a little bit hesitant with asking the question, you know, what are we doing, you know, because it hasn't been very clear. And I'm hearing, you know, well, y'all have done some things, y'all have, you know, you know what you want to do. I'm hearing that very loudly. You know what you want to do. So it might be time to ask that question. What are we doing? Are we moving in together? Are we whatever the next step is in the relationship? Are we moving in together? Are we dating? Are we meeting family? Am I going to meet your children? You know, are we getting married? You know, these questions that need answers so that you know what you need to do. Okay. It's about communicating. And it's just, you know, don't be fearful, because again, you need the information. You need this to be able to make the choices that you need to make, the decisions. Okay. The decisions you need to know so that, you know what you're doing in 2024. I'm hearing that too. It's a lot of nines here too. 9, the Hermit, 9 of Swords, the Moon, 18, 1 and 8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 8 and 10. You know, so there's things that are coming to an end. Okay, things are coming to a close. That's why I said some of you were getting towards the end of the quarter, and some of you might have finished your journal. Go buy a new journal. Go buy a new journal. So what is not the beginning of the year? It might be the beginning of, you know, this new journey that takes a year, you know. Some of you might feel that new year energy. 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Take what resonates with you. And, you know, just leave what doesn't for the people who need it. This was a really dope reading. I'm really enjoying this deck. I think I'm definitely gonna do some love readings with this deck. Okay. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments. Peace. Till next time.